Hello, folks. I am Evan Wade.
And I am Dennis Williams.
And welcome to ATCW Live. Welcome, everybody, to ATCW Live. I am your host, the golden tongue of ATCW, Evan Wade. And here to my right, as always, the Swiss Army knife, Dennis Williams. What's going on, Dennis?
Hey, good to see you, buddy. You know, I'm glad we have fun while we work together. You know, that's, I think, one of the reasons why we mesh so well is we're able to have fun while we work together. Hello, ATCW family. Welcome to Live. Again, I am Dennis Williams, and I'm here because we have an event coming up soon. Thank God, because, you know, I've just been kind of bored since the Sean Adams Memorial, and it was just so awesome, and I'm like, all right. And finally, guys, it's on the horizon. Ev, tell them all about it, man.
June 15th, ATCW presents Justice, live from the Leetown Community Center in Carneysville, West Virginia. What a jam-packed card we have for him, Dennis. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, but before we jump into the card, we've been forgetting to do something last couple times, Evan. We wanted our viewers to get to know us a little bit, so you're in the spotlight this time. Sorry I didn't prepare you for this. But
that's okay.
I like the surprise.
All right.
All right, so the question for you this time around, Mr. Wade, is your influences on your ring announcing style. Who did you admire growing up? Who have you patterned yourself after? Just, you know, tell us a little bit.
Wow, what a question, Dennis. Good on you. Three names come to mind for me, Dennis.
Okay.
First one being Howard Finkel, of course, the legend Howard Finkel. It was his demeanor, the way he commanded your attention when he was talking. He drew you in, he kept you captive while he was talking, and there was an elegance, there was a classic feeling to him. It was just the aura that he exuded.
Right, it was the tux.
It was the tux. There was just this, I don't know, it's just kind of this aura for Howard Finkel. That's kind of one thing that I try to embody.
Okay, an aura.
Secondly, Tony Chimmel. I grew up, folks, on Paul Heyman's SmackDown back from 2001 to 2004, 5, 6, whatever. The rated R superstar, brother. That drew me in like crazy. It was Tony Chimmel that showed me that you don't have to blow your voice out to make people feel something. He didn't have, he didn't take it like Van Williams, for example, takes it to 11 every single time he's in the ring. Right. Tony sat at a solid 8 when it came to energy, but he still, you could hear him crystal clear. He had a tone in his voice. He was just incredible.
Okay.
Thirdly, Greg Hamilton.
Greg Hamilton. Okay.
Yes. SmackDown Live era to be more specific. Greg Hamilton, I took from him breathing. And it sounds a little weird, but breathing in between your words, making sure that you're not saying city, weight, nickname all at the same time in the same breath. You want people to be able to hear you. You want people to be able to understand you while you're talking. And it's very important to make sure you're taking your time, that all of your words are very deliberate.
Okay, guys.
So those are my three guys.
Okay. Man, those are some three awesome guys. And ladies and gentlemen, a little peek behind the curtain there as to what has formed the golden tongue over the years. So thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. So now let's talk about justice.
Let's do it. All right, folks, the first contest for June 15th, ATCW Justice. The ATCW Tag Team Championships are on the line when the defending champions, the Nation of Violence, take on the Stompers. Now, Dennis, after months of domination from the Nation of Violence, Chucky Manson has been having trouble finding teams that are willing to step up and dethrone the Nation of Violence here in ATCW. Well, finally, the call has been answered from Rob Blade and Richie Blanco of the Stompers. Dennis, what are your thoughts on this one, brother?
I'm glad to see this rematch is happening because I felt like in a odd way that the Stompers kind of ran into a brick wall a little bit. which is understandable considering who they were stepping in there with. But now they've had some time to reassess and think about how their particular style can counteract the mean and nasty BS that comes from the Nation of Violence. So I think this is going to be a much better matchup than last time, much more competitive, because I really have a lot of faith in the Stompers. They're pretty good guys, and I think they've got a bright future, and I think that this might be one of their proving moments.
Well, folks, Saturday we're going to find out if the Stompers can adapt and overcome, or if the reign of terror will continue for the Nation of Violence. Match number 2 for ATCW Justice from the dark alleys of Long Island. Caleb Patrick makes his debut with ATCW, and Dennis, his first opponent, ready for this? The leader of the Carnival of Souls, Axel Crow.
Welcome to ATCW, Kalen. You get to step in the ring with one of the best we got and one of the craziest that we got. Yeah, welcome. Yeah. Go ahead, Evan. I'm sorry I cut you off.
No worries, man. So at this point in time, there's not a lot we know about Caleb Patrick. In my research this week, I found that he's actually pretty experienced in the ring, or at least seems to be. He's got a great look, but I did notice that he seems to be a little bit cocky, and I'm wondering how that will mesh with Axel Crow.
Well, cocky usually doesn't mesh too well with Axel Crow. So I don't recommend bringing that to the matchup. However, you know, I haven't done a lot of research on Caleb Patrick yet, but I'm going to kind of let him show me what he's about when he's in the ring with Axel Crow. I think that's the best way that I can get to know this guy and be able to call his match, right? So he's going up against one of the best in our company. And not only is he going up against one of the best, but, I mean, think about this. Axel has a new soul to play with here, a new soul to collect. So there's a little extra motivation for him. So if Caleb Patrick can win this matchup and defeat Axel Crow, I will be blown away. I really will.
Yeah. Can Caleb Patrick outperform one of the greats here in ATCW, or will the Carnival of Souls get them some fresh meat? We'll find out Saturday, June 15th. Match number 3 for ATCW Justice. The ATCW Cruiserweight Championship is on the line. You know I love saying it.
I know you do.
Ethan Cross, the ageless one, taking on TCW's Robbie Wayne. And I know I don't have to say much to get you excited for this one, folks, but I'm going to let Dennis take care of it for you.
Well, I mean, as soon as he won the championship, as soon as he brought it down, he got down and celebrated, I instantly started thinking of who's he going to defend against. And I started getting excited about the possibilities and whatnot. Even while I was hugging him, I was like, Axel Crow, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, it's going to be Robbie Wayne. Robbie Wayne is getting his rematch after the way his championship reign ended. Some say he deserves a rematch. Some say he doesn't. Either way, it's happening. And I'm very excited for it because I want to see what Ethan Cross is able to do with that Cruiserweight Championship now that he's won it. Is it going to be a one-off? Is it going to be a cup of coffee reign? Or is it going to be the greatest thing we've ever freaking seen? We're going to start seeing it on June 15th. So I don't know why you wouldn't want to be there.
That's right. That's right. Ethan proved that he is a name to be taken seriously here in ATCW, and hopefully for our sakes here in ATCW, he can keep an eye open for those underhanded tactics that Robbie Wayne and TCW have been known for. Will Ethan's ascension continue, or will it all come crashing down around him Saturday, June 15th at ATCW Justice? Match number 4 for ATCW Justice. Rico Hendricks makes his return to take on shirtless Willie Radical. This one should be off the charts. Dennis, your thoughts on this one?
Is that confirmation that Willie's going to be shirtless? Did you confirm that before you said that?
You know, Dennis, I've never been asked that question before.
This is important.
That's very true.
There's a big difference between Willie Radical and shirtless Willie. There's a big difference. It's like Hulk Hogan hulking up. So you need to straighten this out because Rico needs to know what he's up against here, buddy.
Okay, let me put it more accurately. There is a high percentage that Rico Hendricks will be taking on shirtless Willie Radical June 15th at ATCW Justice.
I guess that's about the best that you can do with that one. But yeah, anyway, I was thinking on the way over here, Evan, that Rico Hendricks is coming back to a completely different ATCW than the last time he was here. We didn't have Brian Hardy's, we didn't have Robbie Wayne's, we did not have Hunter Cole's. Ethan Cross was still brand new back then to ATCW. I was still a referee. I mean, you know, times have changed a lot. However, I remember his previous tenure here, and it was very good, and I was a little disappointed that it got cut short. But I guess we get a part 2 now, and I'm very happy about that. I'm really excited about this matchup, to see him come back, to see Will he shirtless or not. I'm really excited to see this matchup. You guys should be too.
I'm pretty pumped for this one myself. These guys are in the same boat when it comes to the ocean here that we call ATCW. Both of the men are at the back of the line when it comes to championship opportunities, with a lot to prove. Saturday, June 15th, we find out who the better man is between these two great athletes. The next match we get to talk about, the king of the 304 championship.
Stop. Collaborate and listen. I've got a new segment to unveil.
Oh,
we've been talking about this for a couple months. We're pulling the trigger right here, guys. This is Dennis Williams' Match of the Night Spotlight.
Match of the night! Match of the night! Match of the night!
There you go. There you go. Spotlight, everybody. So what I'm going to do here for every edition of ATCW Live is I'm going to look the match card over, and I'm going to see what we've got in store for us. I'm going to pick out what I think is going to be the best, the hottest match, the one I'm most excited about, and I'm going to explain why. King of the 304 championship. Who's the champion right now? It's Tomahawk. Going up against who? Chris freaking Slade. Chris Slade coming here and stole the show last month, with the exception, of course, with Ethan winning the ladder match. Had a match of the year candidate.
that he did.
He deserves this opportunity, and we are going to get to see two of the absolute best here in ATCW. Both guys. I mean, this is just crazy to me. Yes, Tomahawk has a strength advantage, but Chris Slade has a speed advantage. Tomahawk may have an experience advantage. Chris Slade's been out for a while. Who knows what he's picked up? Man, when these two lock up, this is going to be an explosion, and I'm predicting another match of the year candidate. That's the match of the night spotlight.
Couldn't have said it better myself, folks. Chris Slade takes on Tomahawk for the King of the 304 Championship, June 15th at ATCW Justice. Up next, the second ever Triple Terror match is scheduled for ATCW Justice, when the Postman, Bam Williams, takes on stunning Adam Armstrong and one half of the Radical Stars, LA Star. Now, Dennis, this match right here has some interesting little details. Firstly, you know for a fact that LA Star is out for retribution on Adam Armstrong for the way that he was eliminated from the Sean Adams Memorial Tournament.
Absolutely. And, you know, just a few months ago, we got to see what retribution-seeking LA Star looks like when that whole war went down with the Nation of Violence. So, yeah, that's coming in this Triple Terror match.
Secondly, the pressure is on for Adam Armstrong in this match, because not only is he facing off against two great wrestlers, he's also in there with two of the most beloved wrestlers by our ATCW family, and you got to think that might play some mind games with Adam Armstrong.
That, Footloose, you know, there's a lot that can play mind games with Adam Armstrong, but here's the deal with this, Evan. Adam Armstrong, if he can get these guys separated and he can get them on the mat, then we're talking about a whole different story here. And that's going to be probably his motivation going into this. I would also study up on strike counters, too, if I were you, Adam.
Oh, yeah.
So, with LA Star, you know, seeking that retribution, and Van Williams, you know, really just wanted to get back into the thick of things here, you know. And this isn't just about these guys' personal motivations and their hopes and stuff. This is about rankings now. We have a new Cruiserweight champion, rankings reset. And one of the best ways to do it, Triple Terror. And this one's just super intriguing.
Thirdly, I'm very curious to see how Van Williams' explosive and intense style meshes with the slow, deliberate, and methodical pace that LA Star and Adam Armstrong usually utilize in the ring.
Well, I mean, and that's what you got to do. You got to like bizarro world your opponent, you know, take them out of their element. I think Adam Armstrong is very good at that. I know Van Williams is very good at that, and I've seen LA Star be very good at it. So as far as I'm concerned, we kind of got an even playing field.
We do.
In this awesome matchup.
We do. We talked about the retribution-seeking LA Star. We talked about the pressure being on for Adam Armstrong. Personally, if I was Vam in this one, I would just sit back and let these two duke out their issues and then maybe come in and try to pick up the win. But, Dennis, everybody in ATCW knows that's not how the postman delivers.
That's not how it does.
You'd mentioned it before. Championship implications are very heavy in this one, and we're going to find out on Saturday who wants it more. It's time to talk about the main event, folks. ATCW Justice, the second generation sensation. Brian Hardy goes one-on-one with TCW's ATCW heavyweight champion, self-made Lucius Suede. Finally, Dennis, the rematch that we have all been waiting for in ATCW. When Lucius Suede acquired the ATCW Heavyweight Championship, he did so in less than honorable fashion with a little help from COO KG Red.
Yeah, I mean, and looking back on it now, after what we saw with Brian Hardy, I mean, that was just a stupid thing to do. Yes, it won Lucius the ATCW Heavyweight Championship, but on the other hand, I mean, Brian Hardy has just absolutely exploded. Brian Hardy is the most professional guy I've ever met in this business. He puts professional in professional wrestler, and he's lost it, and I can't blame him. You know, and I wonder why he blew up. Was he been holding on to it, has been building up in him, or with the way that it went down with the match with AK, did that cause him to blow up? We don't know. But Brian Hardy is set to blow, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Set to blow.
Well, Brian Hardy has been watching Lucius Suede parade around with the championship that he feels he was robbed of, and that he took so much pride in holding. At the end of the Shawn Adams Memorial event, Brian Hardy came out to the ring and locked the sharpshooter on KG Red, threatening to break his leg if Lucius Suede did not accept the challenge for the ATCW Heavyweight Championship match. And folks, while you may be thinking Lucius Suede might be a little scared or intimidated of Brian Hardy, he took to Facebook to post a video to share his thoughts. Let's take a look.
You think you're real smug now, huh, Hardy? Attacking KG Red to get your little rematch? I'm not worried. I beat you once. I can do it again. No problem. Last time, when I challenged you, I told you what I was willing to do to win that title. And what did you do? You started doing your stupid little dances, your stupid little chants. And what did that get you? I'm up for blood, Hardy. Are you willing to do the same? I'm gonna ask you again. Are you willing to do the same? Because I don't see that in you, man. It's funny that they call this event Justice. Because you will see no justice. You will never get that ATCW Heavyweight Championship back. Because deep down, Hardy, you know you can't beat me.
Very, very confident champion, and every reason to be, because last month he put on his showcase performance.
Yeah.
The best one we've ever seen, and he kind of lived up to the hype that I thought he was about initially. You know, it took a little while for it to come out, but it came out. He hung with AK. Now he's in there with an out-of-control Brian Hardy, and God knows what's going to happen.
Folks, this match has everything you want in an ATCW Heavyweight Championship match. Intrigue, drama, and two phenomenal competitors that just want to prove that they are the best at what they do. The ATCW Heavyweight Championship is on the line. ATCW Justice, June 15th. Doors, 6:30. Bell time, 7 o'clock. Leetown Community Center, Carneysville, West Virginia. We hope to see you there. Dennis, anything else you want to say to the family before we sign out of here?
Man, see you guys on the 15th. Just come on out. You're going to love it.
That's right, folks. Drop your comments down and below to tell us who your faves are. And we'll see you June 15th at ATCW Justice. Good night.
Good night.